All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all at Staten Island, my homeboro Brooklyn. Back at another video. It's a very sad video. Former NFL star wide receiver for the Denver Broncos and Houston Texans, and I believe the New England Patriots, Demaryius Thomas, has passed away, unfortunately, at the age of 33. You know, it was very overnight. He passed away. He died in his home state of Georgia, in Roswell, Georgia, I believe. And it's very sad. Demaryius Thomas to me was always underrated as a wide receiver. If you grew up in the 2010s, you'll probably remember Demaryius Thomas. But the thing is with Demaryius, he was drafted in 2010. That was the same year as Des Bryant. Then the next year you get, and also Antonio Brown was in the 2010 draft. Then 2011 you get Julio. A couple years later you get DeAndre Hopkins and Odell, and all those guys are at their peak. And Demaryius, even though he was in Denver with Peyton Manning, he was kind of a quiet dude. He didn't have monster numbers, but he had very good to great numbers. Very good to great numbers. So he was always a consistent wide receiver. Now he's unfortunately he passed away. It's very sad, but get into this. Demaryius Thomas, who played 10 seasons in the NFL and is considered one of the best wide receivers in Denver Broncos history, was found dead at his home in Roswell, Georgia. According to officials, he was 33 years old. Based on preliminary information, his death stemmed from a medical issue. Officer Tim Lupo of the Roswell Police Department said in an email to CNN, quote, we are devastated and completely heartbroken, end quote, the Broncos said in a statement. Demaryius' humility, warmth, kindness, and infectious smile will always be remembered by those who knew him and loved him. The NFL issued a statement saying the NFL family mourns the tragic loss of Demaryius Thomas, and we extend our deepest condolences to his family and loved ones. Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning, who played 4 seasons with Thomas in Denver, said the wide receiver was a better person than he was a player. He treated my kids like they were his own, he said in a statement released by the Broncos. He was there for every teammate, charity event. I texted with DT on Tuesday. He was talking about a TD audible we called it versus Arizona in 2014. Absolutely devastated. Thomas won 2 AFC championships and a Super Bowl. Thomas was born in Montrose, Georgia, after his standout collegiate career at Georgia Tech. Thomas was the first wide receiver selected in the 2010 NFL Draft, going number 22 in the first round of the Denver Broncos. Like I said, that was the same draft class as Des Bryant and Antonio Brown. Thomas spent the majority of his NFL career with Denver, winning 2 AFC championships and Super Bowl 50. He was a 4-time Pro Bowl selection and the second all-time in Broncos history in receiving yards. For all you who don't know his first, I believe Rod Smith is first. Don't know who Rod Smith is, look him up. Very exceptional wide receiver. Thomas was traded to the Houston Texans during the 2018 season and later finished his career with the New York Jets. I believe he also had a stint with the Patriots. He announced his retirement from the NFL in June. In 2015, President Barack Obama commuted the sentence of Thomas' mother, Katrina Stuckey Smith, who was 15 years into a 20-year federal sentence for drug distribution. Obama later commuted the sentence of Thomas' grandmother, Minnie Pearl Thomas, who was serving a life sentence for cocaine trafficking. Damn. Families, his mother's grandmothers were fucking Nino Brown, weren't they? Shit. The two had been arrested together on drug charges when Thomas was only 11 years old, according to the Denver Broncos official website. During the Super Bowl 50 celebration at the White House, Thomas passed the president a note thanking him for his mother's release and spoke to him about his grandmother too. According to the Denver Post, Obama continued the sentence of hundreds of nonviolent drug offenders during his time in office. I just found out right when I came in from weights, Thomas told the Post. I had no idea. I was surprised. I was excited too. It came this early. I heard 200 plus people get to have a second chance, and for my grandmother to be one of them, it's a blessing. You can see him right here. I will never forget. I will never forget where I was on that wild card game, the 2011 AFC wild card game. The Steelers went to Denver to play the Broncos. That was at the height of Tebow mania, led by Skip Bayless. And I'll never forget, in the first play of overtime, Tebow hit him with an ugly pass, might I add. But hey, Demaryius caught it. Demaryius stiff-armed the defender. Took off like 80 yards. He had Troy Polamalu and Ike Taylor and all these dudes chasing him. And he hit the end zone. The Broncos ended up winning 29-23 in overtime. I'll never forget, I was rooting for the Broncos that day. And and let me be clear, I'm not a Tim Tebow fan. I just, how Stephen A. Smith feels about the Cowboys fans, I feel about Steelers fans. I can't stand them. But, this ain't about that. This ain't about that. It's about Demaryius. Like I said, Demaryius was always a very good, consistent wide receiver. So you see, he played with the Texans 1 year, then the Patriots and the Jets. You see, those are his career numbers. Yeah, I mean, look at these numbers from 2012 to 2016. 1,434 yards in 2012 and 10 touchdowns. He had his career high in catches and in yards in 2014, 111 catches, 1,619 yards. Career high in touchdowns in 2013, 14 touchdowns. Yeah, that the 2013 Denver Broncos, man. You know, I did a video on them, but they're one of the best teams to never won the Super Bowl because they happened to run to one of the greatest defenses of all time, the Legion of Boom Seahawks, at the peak of their powers. But yeah, Demaryius was always a very good wide receiver. But he played in the same era as Calvin Megatron Johnson, Des Bryant, and Julio Jones, who were like the freak of nature type dudes. All 6'5", 6'3", muscle bound Negroes, could run 4.3, 4.4 speed. Of course, Megatron and Julio are better than Des, but just saying. And then you had the little guys, the guys who were known for making the spectacular one-handed catches, spectacular plays, such as the Odells and the DeAndre Hopkins. And also Antonio Brown, who was very flamboyant and outgoing. Also, not forget Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson, of course, but Andre was kind of getting up there in age and declining when Demaryius came to the league, or when Demaryius at the peak of his powers, I'd rather say. But Demaryius was always overlooked, but he was a very good wide receiver for everybody who remembered him. I'm I'm sending my condolences and my prayers to his family, his wife if he had one, his kids. See, this is his personal life. And rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. See you.